enough. Welcome back, everybody. Hi. Yeah. Not rhetorical. Hi.
Hello.
Yes. If you're chewing, you can wave. That's fine. Or nod. That's fine. A couple things in terms of announcements to start off with. Thursday we have this classroom. So apparently they weren't enough people in comps to where they needed to kick us out. So we're going to be in here. I also posted some new stuff for Thursday. We're starting a new unit. Lecture 2 and Example 2, which will correspond with Homework 2. Homework 1 is currently available and due a week from tomorrow. Has anyone encountered any problems with it yet? And if you haven't started, that's fine too. But I'm going to ask every class before it's due. Question? Where is it? So your stuff for this semester is going to be in one of two places. Homeworks are inside the homework portal. And that's the thing we did in class with the red and green boxes. Quizzes are what I call formative assessments are inside Icon. So I'm trying to make it so that we have one or the other due each week and not both. So we have a formative assessment this week, a quiz, and then homework due next week. Let's see. So how about we do that first? So I pulled this up. I took a look at the answers this morning. It looks like everybody was doing just fine with that. So difference between a predictor and an outcome first question. What do you think? What did you write down? How about letters?
X and Y.
X and Y, which is which?
The predictor is X.
Yes, predictor is X and Y is the outcome. That is common notation, but it's always author specific. But I'm going to try and keep it constant for the sake of working memory load. Conceptually, what's the difference? Yeah, which one is a dependent variable? Predictor or outcome? Outcome. Give me another synonym for dependent variable outcome. There's one more that you may hear. It starts with a C. What is it? Nope. That's another C word. Yeah.
Categorical.
Nope, that's another C word. Yet another C word, not it. C-R-I-T. We're playing hangman. Closer. Criterion, yes. Yes. That is very classic regression type language. You have the dependent variable is named the criterion. So in one column we have outcome, dependent variable criterion. In the other column we have predictor. Other words that go with that column for predictor. Explainer, I'll take that. Reason, I'll take that. Covariate, I will take that. That's a predictor someone else cares about who's not you. And one more, if it's a manipulated predictor, it gets a special name. If it's not a dependent variable, it's an independent variable, yes. So all of those words go together as well. The stuff that we're talking about for these first two units are somewhat agnostic as to which is a predictor and which is an outcome because we're just trying to describe all the variables that we would be interested in. After that, the distinction becomes relevant. So good. The difference between categorical and quantitative variables. And this one had a little answer thing accidentally posted in it from last time when I was still trying to figure out a way to put the answer key up and failed. So I apologize for that. I'm used to using Blackboard, and so Canvas was a bit of a transition for me. But difference between categorical and quantitative.
One are labels, the other ones are numbers.
Yep. Categorical are labels. So specific types, binary, when there's two choices. Ordinal, when there's more than two choices and they have a natural ordering. Nominal, when there's more than two choices and they don't have a natural ordering. Quantitative variables is where the numbers are numbers. So quantitative variables come in different forms. They can be continuous or they can be bounded. So we looked at examples of, say, binomials or counts, where binomials have to stay within a certain range. Counts can go from 0 to positive infinity. And there are quantitative variables that are truly continuous. They're just pretty rare in practice. But the big difference is that in quantitative variables, the numbers are real amounts. It has interval measurement. The different kinds of each of these are much more relevant when these variables are being treated as outcomes than when they're being treated as predictors. For predictors, all you really got to know is whether it is categorical or quantitative, and then if it's categorical, how many categories. But when it's an outcome, these different flavors of categorical and flavors of quantitative matter much more. In trying to describe a quantitative variable, aka its distribution, what are the three things that we would want to know? Some discrepancies on this one. So I'm talking about the distribution, sort of the shape of it.
Central tendency.
Central tendency, and you've got three choices for that.
Mean, median, and mode.
Mean, median, mode, yep. Next one,
Dispersion.
dispersion, yep. Choices for that one.
Variance and standard deviation.
And one more.
Interquartile.
Yeah, interquartile range. When would you choose an interquartile range rather than variance or in addition to? That does go with the median, because the median is the 50th percentile. Interquartile range is from 25th to 75th. Basically, variables that look screwy, broadly construed. Things that are asymmetric, things that have very extreme values. If you have extreme values, they pull the mean and the variance in that direction. So if you want to try and describe the bulk of the data with less leverage due to the extreme values, interquartile range is something that gets used for that. Median gets used in place of mean for data that's skewed, because it's going to be closer to where most of the information is. And one more thing. Skewness, otherwise known as? Asymmetry. I'll take that, yeah. And which way is positive skewness go?
Positive goes towards going down.
The tail is that way. Positively skewed is when the bulk of the information is on the left side and it's reeling off. Negative is the other way. Yeah, it's counterintuitive the way the names are. Yep. And then last but not least, the theme songs. So this is something that I like to do to try and get to know each of you. I'll give you some examples of mine from previous semesters. Last semester, it so happened that one of my students picked my theme song. So that was the one instance in which I could say, correct, that is the correct answer. In case you're wondering, it was Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue. That was the correct answer. Other acceptable alternatives would be Man, I Feel Like a Woman by Shania Twain. And my current one is Running Down a Dream by Tom Petty. The idea is like music that when you hear the opening bars, it's like, yeah! Like, and that one, it's like, and so that one is just, like the theme song that they play in sports arenas, everybody clap your hands. And we all just start doing that, like the monkeys banging cymbals or something. But I enjoy this, so thank you for participating in that. Let's see, Jacob, are you the one who gave me the laundry list? He gave me the encyclopedia of theme songs, so I enjoyed that. Thank you for making that effort. So lots of fun ones. I'm going to ask this, if you come back every semester, you get to pick a new one. So I like to get to know some new music, especially the younger music, because I don't keep up with trends very well. So any questions on any of these? So just to remind you, you've already gotten your 2 points for completing it. I'm not grading it. I'm not providing feedback unless you ask me a specific question about your answer, in which case I will probably type it into an email and